Everyone, gather around and listen. Everyone, it's the Drunk Tank, so shut up and sit down.
Hey, everyone.
Shut up and sit down. It's Drunk Tank time.
I wasn't sure if we were going to use that theme song till the very end. Shut up and sit down. He sold me on it.
I like it.
Sounded like one of our younger listeners, maybe.
Yeah. What's up, man? It's a little lonely today.
It's a little quiet in the office, I guess. It's just Gus and Jack, me and Jack today.
Yes, Gus and I.
Gus, yeah. Jack and I.
Yeah, I guess everyone, let's see, Jeff is out of town.
Yeah, everyone's either out of town for work or out filming a short.
Yeah.
You know, that's great that everyone decided to film a short on the day we do the podcast and take everyone that I normally use. We've only been having the podcast for over a year on Wednesdays. You know, I could see why people would forget and schedule other stuff. Matt.
How is that not, like, printed onto the calendar already?
Yeah, and then Matt was like, hey, can you be in this short? Can you do the character with the second most lines? And I was like, no. I've got to do the podcast. He's like, all day? I was like, yeah.
But it's like a trickle-down effect, because I got Crackdown 2 yesterday, and I'm trying to put together this map for launch, and it's like, you use my computer to record the podcast. Right. So I'm like, I have to wait for you to finish the podcast, and you have to wait for them to have an extra guest. So.
Yeah, we've been sitting here for over an hour waiting to start the podcast, hoping someone else would be available or something, and nope, just...
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's orbs out there to be collected.
You know... Yeah, I wanted to get through the podcast as quick as possible so I could watch you play Crackdown 2 or possibly get my hands on it also and play it for a bit.
Yeah, it's the little bit I played so far, man. It's crazy addicting.
So, you know, I don't know much about Crackdown 2. I guess I wasn't following I was trying to do what when a game comes out that I like, I try not to follow it too closely so that I'm kind of still pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
What's the deal with, like, the zombies or monsters?
Well, honestly, I never beat Crackdown 1, but apparently they're called freaks, and apparently they were in the first game, and now I guess there's just sort of a mutant outbreak all over the city, and so you're a new agent or whatever, you've been cloned, and your job is to fight not only the freaks that come out at night, but also this group called the Cell, which is like the bad guys in the game. So it's like you have these two competing things. And I'm assuming it's going to lead up to some sort of boss battle. I remember the first game, it was like all about like collecting bad guys, right? Right,
like there were different clans you would fight essentially, and then they would each have a boss.
Yeah, I mean, I'm maybe, I would say 20% into the game right now, and it's I'm still sort of getting the plot of it, but... yeah, so far it's been a lot of fun.
I don't remember the freaks from Crackdown 1, but I played that game so long ago, I probably forgot about them.
I never got close to beating Crackdown 1. I actually almost picked it up, but then I got distracted with something else.
I think Jeff's getting a little annoyed. I wish he was here to defend himself, but I saw him playing the Crackdown 2 demo the other day. You can get on Marketplace. And I was like, oh, look at you, you're locking on to people. And he was like, why the fuck is that the first thing everyone says? Why the fuck can people not forget about that?
Oh, yeah, man.
So we got to make sure we don't let him forget.
Get that left trigger going.
That we remember that he doesn't remember how to lock onto stuff.
Yeah, that Crackdown 2 demo was cool though, because you could get achievements in the demo that then unlocked when you played the game. And actually, I'm going to cut a video showing how it works. That hopefully, I don't know if I can put out videos early. I've got to look at our deal we've got with Microsoft right now, but it's neat. Literally, you just start the game up and it's just like boop, 10 achievements for 100 gamer score.
That's cool.
Immediately, so that was kind of cool.
10 achievements, man! I don't think I've ever seen. I've seen like 2 or 3, achievements that pop up at a time.
Yeah.
I've never seen.
I think there was a glitch, I think in Skate or Skate 2, where you could get all but one of the achievements, like at one shot. I don't know how people did it, but I've seen the YouTube videos of that happening. So,
it sounds like a quality title.
No, it's actually a really fun title. Just some weird glitch someone found.
No, yeah, I know. You give people, you can test something forever, and then you like put it out in the wild and let people mess around with it, and they'll find ways to break it.
Oh, absolutely.
It's invariable.
Man. So, have you played Transfer Mice yet?
No, you keep talking about it, and I think I saw it on Dig also.
Oh my god! So a friend of mine sent me this game. Originally, it was on, like they only had one server, and it was a French server. And then I guess they made an English server. Now there's 2 English servers and a German server and the original French. And it's the most addicting game ever, dude. Like it's super simple. Literally, all you do is you're a little mouse and you move around, you collect cheese, and then you go into a hole, and that's it. And
it sounds riveting.
It sounds boring as hell, but something about it, man. It's like this. It's crazy, massively multiplayer to the point where I wrote a journal about it, and I said everyone go to this one room. I said go to room taco, and that was for some reason I made that up. and we had 89 people playing as mice in my little room, and it was chaos. And it was
Did you all manage to get the cheese?
But it depends on the level. Like every level is different. So like some levels gravity is sort of lowered, so you can jump really high, and then some levels like most levels you pass through the people you're playing with, but some levels everyone is like you can jump on top of people. So when you spawn with 80 people, it just kind of explodes in mice and people go flying everywhere.
It's a browser-based game, right?
Yeah, it's all browser-based, and I don't know what it is, man, but I love the hell out of that game. So
maybe I'll take a look at it.
I think Griffin actually played it a little bit. Someone told me she was on there at one point, so
I can't imagine why she didn't bring it up. we were hoping to get her in here today. She got a little delayed.
Yeah, she may still sneak in apparently
we'll see
if they finish out there.
So the whole point is just to grab cheese.
Yes, there's one thing of cheese, and you grab the cheese, and then you have to get back to a hole, and then
like, are you competing with everyone else that's in the game?
Yeah, what it is, it's like whoever gets the cheese first gets more points, and the more points you get, the higher up on the leaderboard you go, and then whoever's on top of the leaderboard becomes the shaman mice, or the shaman mouse, or whatever. And the shaman mouse can actually create and control things, and so you have to like rely on the shaman to help you get to the cheese or get to the exit.
Why would the shaman help you? Why isn't the shaman trying to get the cheese for himself?
Well, the shaman can't get the cheese until all the other mice have their cheese. They have to be last. So it's like you have to build bridges, or you have to build like walkways for the mice to collect the cheese and then go away. I hear noises.
Yeah, can you silence that? I think Griffin left her phone in here, and it's going crazy.
I feel bad going through her purse.
It should be around on top. If there's any food in there, grab me some.
Actually, there's some I think nuts or something.
Oh, nice.
All right.
Did you see that Dead Rising 2 got delayed?
It did.
I guess it was supposed to come out at the end of August, and I guess it got pushed back to end of September. A month delay.
What's it with games getting delayed?
Oh, shit,
now?
hold on.
What's that?
If it got delayed till September 28th, that's after Reach comes out.
Oh,
it's like
no.
The week after Reach comes out, isn't it?
No. Reach comes out the 13th or 12th or something?
Oh, shit, man. That doesn't bode well. Why would they do that?
I don't know. Let's see here.
I get the feeling that Dead Rising 2 may be overlooked for a little while.
I want to say Reach comes out the 14th. I could be wrong.
That would make sense.
Yeah, either 14th or the 7th. Man, I played that Case Zero at one of those E3 parties we went to. That was cool. That's the prequel game. It's basically the demo for Crackdown 2, for Dead Rising 2. That it leads up to what actually happens in Dead Rising 2, but it explains all the controls and sort of it sets sort of the plot in motion that the game will pick up on.
Do you play as Frank West or do you play as Chuck Green?
You play as Chuck Green.
I think that's his name. I may be wrong.
I think that sounds right. Yeah, and so apparently in the game you have a motorcycle. Like in Dead Rising 2 you have a motorcycle, but like the Case Zero, which is the prequel, you're building that motorcycle. So it was fun though. Like I hadn't played Dead Rising at all in a long damn time, and then I picked that up and I was like, oh yeah, this feels exactly like Dead Rising, and so it was fun.
I guess I may go back and replay the original Dead Rising before Dead Rising 2 comes out.
It's available. It's available on that Games on Demand.
Yeah, I think I still have my disc somewhere though. I'll see if I can find it. The thing, oh man, I don't know when I'm going to get around to playing that with Reach coming out. I probably won't play that till holiday, till November.
That's the case, man. It always happens where it's like good games stack on top of good games, that stack on top of good games.
Yeah.
Before you look up, you're like, wait a minute, it's oh crap. So, like I know, what was the last year? There were like 3 games that were right on top of each other last year. It was Assassin's Creed.
Was it Left 4 Dead 2?
Left 4 Dead 2, and then something
Modern
else.
Warfare 2?
Probably.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
They were all like in that little time frame together.
God, it's so annoying. You just kind of wish like every game had 2 weeks and then you could move on to the next game, but nope.
Yeah.
Like I feel bad this week. I'm sort of ignoring Lego Harry Potter and Singularity so I can play some Crackdown 2 early, but then I guess I can go back and pick up.
Yeah, but that never works out because there's always new games coming out, and you never get back to the old stuff.
Man, it's the worst.
Yeah, that happens. That happens to me a lot.
I hope people enjoy this map I'm making. I think there's over 900 hidden items in this game.
So how many is it? It's 500 agility orbs, right?
Mm-hmm. 500 agility orbs, 300 hidden orbs. I want to say 50 renegade agility orbs, 30 renegade driving orbs. There are stunt rings. I think there's 30 or 40 stunt rings, and there's like another 20 or 30 flying rings. Or like apparently you get a gliding suit I haven't got yet that you can actually glide through stuff, and there's like 30 of those. There's online co-op rings or orbs that you have to get with a partner online.
Dude, like, are they not there unless you're playing co-op?
They show up, but it's like, sorry, you can't get this.
Oh shit!
It's like if you're solo, it's a no-go. And one thing I like about Crackdown 2 is every time you get an achievement, that narrator dude he calls it out. He's like, oh, you got your first orb. That's an achievement. And then like as it pops.
That's funny. That guy's got a good voice. He got a good thing going with that guy.
Yeah. He's a good narrator for the game. So
him and like I don't typically think about those narrators too much, but him and the guy who does the Halo 3 stuff, I definitely stand out in my mind.
All the Halo stuff, really. Or was he in Halo?
All the Halo stuff. Sorry, I don't know why I just said Halo 3. I got Halo 3 on the brain.
Was he in ODST? Yeah, he was in ODST, wasn't he?
Yeah. Firefight.
Yeah, Firefight. Man, Firefight 2. You excited for that?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited all around for Reach.
Yeah,
Firefight. I'm excited for the Reach around. Wait, what?
The Firefight 2, I like Firefight 2 because the mode we had set up at the party out in E3 was it was unlimited lives, but it was like we had to defeat everyone by a certain time limit, and that was cool because you can be a little bit more aggressive as opposed to like hiding behind a wall and just like picking off a jackal every now and then.
Yeah,
so
hiding was the worst.
God, like when your health started depleting and you couldn't get it back up, it's bad.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to it. I like again. That's a game I know a bit about, but I've been avoiding as well.
What, Reach?
Yeah, Reach.
Really?
Like I played the beta, and I know Firefight's there. I don't know. I know they have a trailer for it. I haven't seen the trailer. I'm trying to avoid.
You haven't seen the trailer?
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid seeing anything about it.
That's funny.
I guess I have to link dump it now, which means I'm going to end up having to watch it when I do that.
I'll send you the link. You can just copy paste.
Yeah, I know where it is, but like every time I put something in the link dump, I'm like, oh, I should watch this. That's why. Yeah. Invariably, that's why I like putting together the podcast ends up taking a while. Because I'm like, oh, I should watch this. I should watch that. Like everything that we end up talking about.
Yeah, we actually record the podcast on Monday, and then the next 2 days are spent Gus watching trailers.
Yeah, it's me on YouTube and Break and iPhone Babes.
Man, okay. Let's talk about what you got on your laptop there.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking of games that are coming out here pretty soon, StarCraft 2 comes out next month. I think it's July 27th. It's right after Comic-Con, which I think is great because I'm going to go to Comic-Con. I'm going to, get burned out for a week working straight. Then I'm going to, come back to Austin and take a couple days off and just play StarCraft 2 nonstop. But I guess Korea Air painted 2 of their 747s with StarCraft 2 paint themes or paint schemes. Yeah, I don't have any. And I guess they also changed their menu to serve like StarCraft themed stuff. Like they have mineral probe soup with seared interceptor and carrier oil, Psystorm dried zergling and baneling cheese, basil pesto, arugula, and balsamic reduction.
You think like some Korean executive who knows nothing about video games gets in first class of that plane is like, excuse me, something's wrong with your menu.
The menu seems to be misprinted. And there's a giant alien on the outside of the plane.
See? Make fun of me for liking the Shamu plane.
It's stupid, dude. I'm not saying that it's cool. I'm saying it's retarded. I mean, how much money does it take to paint a fucking plane? God, that's ridiculous.
So who paid for that? Would it be Blizzard paid for that?
I don't know if Blizzard paid for it or if it's a promotional thing that Korean Air does.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know. I assume Blizzard has to pay them to do it. Yeah. But I'm sure they're happy to do it. People in Korea love StarCraft so much.
I guess so, man.
It's, and then going off of our Korean talk, did you see the other day that I guess North Korea is demanding that the U.S. pay it like $65 trillion?
What? For what?
For 6 decades of hostility. Apparently we owe North Korea $65 trillion.
Well, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Man, I watched an Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode last night. Since Jeff's not here, I can talk about it.
Awesome.
The one about the Korean bar down the street.
I've never seen it.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a Kim Jong-il lookalike who owns the bar.
You know who does a good Kim Jong-il? Amy Poehler She used to do Kim Jong-il every now and then on SNL, and she did a pretty good job. She looked like him to me.
Yeah.
It was Amy Poehler, right? Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, Amy Poehler, who went on to do Hillary Clinton.
Right. she was even better at Hillary Clinton than Kim Jong-il.
The bit with Hillary Clinton and Sarah Palin, when it was Tina Fey as Sarah Palin, the two of them were talking at the podium.
Oh yeah,
that's one of my favorite political skits of that year.
That's a good one. I feel like they had a lot of fodder. They did a lot of political stuff.
Well,
in 08.
Dude, when Sarah Palin looks exactly like your head writer of a comedy show, I mean that's how do you miss that? I mean that's perfect. And they pretty much knocked it out of the park every night. So.
Yeah,
man,
you You didn't get an iPhone 4, right?
I did not. I've got to wait till January too. And even then, so I'm like, I fall in this weird period because I got they gave me the 6 months or whatever we can get in advance, whatever. I got my 3GS last July, so really it comes to like January, which is going to fall right between a dev cycle, right between a hardware cycle. Yeah. So I'm like, do I get it in January or wait till the next June or whenever they put out the next one? Because, you know, the next one, hopefully this antenna problem, which people have been bitching about, but it's a legit problem. My friend showed me yesterday his iPhone, and he made it lose reception by just grabbing the bottom of it.
Yeah, apparently, I mean, I understand that it's a problem, but I hear that it happens to a lot of phones. Apparently, you can do it with a 3GS also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think the iPhone 4, it's like the lower, is it the lower right corner?
If you're looking at the face of it, it's the lower left corner.
Okay, well then the 3GS is the lower right corner.
Oh, that's great. Well, see, I use my left hand to hold my phone, so I don't touch that lower right corner.
And apparently, like a lot of other cell phone manufacturers have a similar problem. I guess Nokia called out Apple for it, you know, trying to talk shit about them. And in response, a bunch of people posted pictures of their Nokia phones having the exact same problem.
Well, if you get a case though, it fixes the problem, right? Like,
yeah, supposedly,
or like adds a buffer or something.
You shouldn't have to do that though. I mean, I agree. I mean, I'm not trying to defend them here. I think it's shitty, but I think people are blowing it out of proportion. I think it's a problem that's existed for a long time, and I think some people are spearheading. I guess campaigns to blow it out of proportion. Specifically, I think Gizmodo is doing a lot of it.
Man, I'm surprised you even look at Gizmodo anymore.
Well, it was hard to ignore it. I'm not going to link dump it, but apparently Gizmodo started a petition to try to petition Apple to give out free cases for the iPhone 4, so to stop the reception problem.
Wah.
Yeah.
Dude, Gizmodo is just, like, those guys are determined to get Apple to just blow them up, right?
I don't know, man. I wouldn't do that to a company that's threatening legal action against me.
I know. It's stupid. Like, why even... man, those Gizmodo guys just piss me off.
But, anyway, moving away from them, I don't want to talk about them forever. But I think the only person who did get an iPhone 4 in the office is Brandon, right?
Yeah, Brandon got one. And Bernie's getting one next week. Or the
week
after.
His screen's broken. Like I got my 3GS, like I got an iPhone for the first time last year when it came out, like in June.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I'm eligible for the upgrade.
Really?
I have no idea why.
Huh.
And my wife, who got a 3GS at the same time, I don't think she's eligible till next February.
You're special, guys.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Huh.
Maybe being a celebrity is finally paying off.
I know. Like, I told myself, like, I wasn't going to get one. I'll just wait and blah, blah, blah. But now I see them and I'm like, oh, these things are so badass. My friend, he had a 3GS, and he was still under contract like I am. He took his 3GS and he unlocked it. Like, he basically, jailbroke it and unlocked it, and he sold it for $500.
What?
So he basically got his 4G for free, or his 4th gen for free.
They go for that much?
I think that's what he said. He said like $480 or something like that.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah. It's like, that's...
You have a 3GS, right?
Yeah, I have a 3GS.
Do you have a 32 gig or a 16 gig?
I have the 16.
See, that's again, I mean, this is the thing that, I mean, yeah, the iPhone 4 is cool and all, but I don't like the fact that you can only get it with 32 gigs of memory.
But honestly, have you ever gone over 32 gigs?
Yeah, my phone's filled up.
Really?
Yeah.
With what?
Porn. I mean, come on, dude. You can only put so much porn up there.
How high resolution is your porn? Are you watching 4K porn on your iPhone?
I've got a lot of filthy needs.
It sounds like it's
filled up.
A whole lot of filthy needs. My God.
But I mean that I'm trying to reinforce the point here that when you're shooting HD video on top of transferring movies and all your music and apps and everything else, I mean some of the apps I have are huge. Like the Oregon Trail app, I think is like 700 megs.
Really?
Yeah. And I think
Oregon Trail?
Yeah. I think 32 gigs is really a limiting factor.
Hey, it's Griffin.
You made it.
Doom 2 was only like 20 megs. The full game was only like 20 megs. How is Oregon Trail 700 megs?
I think so. Do you have Oregon Trail on your
No, I
iPhone?
really need to get it because I love... but here's the thing. I love that game. I grew up playing it. Well, I grew up.
700 megs. That's ridiculous.
But here's the thing. The charm of Oregon Trail is like the original like graphics where everything's like stick. So the fact that it's redone is like not appealing to me.
Yeah, that makes sense. I believe that.
Well, it's redone very beautifully.
You know what's funny about Oregon Trail? I grew up in Oregon, and I just assumed that it was just only available in Oregon. I don't know. Like,
oh, really?
I'm just surprised that anyone had to learn that history for some reason. Like, everyone had their own state game.
It's like the history of the country, moving forward, moving west.
Dude, I played the crap out of that game. That, and do you remember Number Munchers? The little frog dude. Like it was like a grid of numbers, and it was like prime numbers only, and it was like a list of numbers.
I do remember that game.
And then you have to go and find it and hit spacebar, and he goes, and he'd eat it, and he had like 3 lives.
Yeah.
It should have been called "We'll Never Have a Girlfriend."
Well, this was
was in school.
I was like in 2nd grade.
Did you guys ever play? I think it was called Truck Driver USA. It was the same time. We came around the same time where you had to like get cargo from one place to another, and like if you forgot to lock your truck, like it would get robbed. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe it wasn't called that. It was a great game.
That's Arkansas history.
There was a game I used to play. I think it was on the Commodore 64, and I think it was called Magellan. And it was like you had to sail a ship around the world.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was almost impossible.
Was it real time?
I played it. I played that game so many times. I think I only got around the world like twice.
Oof.
It sucked.
I don't think I ever made it all the way to Oregon. I think I always,
Really?
I'd get to the Snake River and drown, or I'd get cholera like halfway through, or no, dysentery or cholera.
So were you a banker, a farmer, or what was the other one? There's 3 options you could be.
I think I was usually a farmer.
I was always a farmer.
Yeah, I always went for the farmer.
Something practical.
We get the bonus at the end, too.
Oh, really? Well, yeah.
Because like the banker had all the money, but you didn't get the bonus at the end. That was my big thing.
Yeah.
I was going for numbers, high scores. So have you seen the new Old Spice ad? The new viral Old Spice ad?
No.
Like the I'm on a horse one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have seen that.
Well, they've done a brand new one. The same guy.
They upped it. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
The I'm on a horse one, that was only, 3 setups, I guess?
Yeah.
It was the shower, the boat, and then the I guess beach and horse. This one, there's like 9. It's all one shot again, too.
What is the workout table? Like they did a parody on Saturday Night Live.
The shake weight?
Yeah, and they've got the one, like they've got the male version of it now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So when we did Lunch Bunch the other day, we saw it.
They've got a
was so
male
funny.
shake weight commercial?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
It was great.
It's even better than the female one.
No, it's true. And the guys, they obviously kind of know what's up. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious all around.
Oh, yeah. She's in on
I
it.
think maybe on the first commercial they might not have known as much until you got cut together, and now everyone knows now.
Okay.
Did you talk about that restaurant? Because it was awesome.
No, we had lunch at a place called Tacoba, I think, Takoba.
Tacoba.
On East, is it 6th?
East 7th, I think.
East 7th. It was really good. I actually ate every single, I almost licked my plate. It was, which you don't really, as a girl, I don't know, I just feel like there's some expectation that I should leave a little food. So I don't know. That's stupid, but I think I might do it in the back of my mind. I always leave a little bit of food.
They had really good carnitas. I've been, eating a lot of that around town, trying to find a good carnitas plate, and finally I found it there.
So it's Tex-Mex then?
Not exactly.
No.
I had like a salmon thing. It was like a sandwich with salmon and capers and
authentic.
a poached egg. I don't know. It was good. I'm not going to sit in judgment if it was good.
No, yeah, it was really good. And then we, as we were wrapping up lunch, I think that was there was a World Cup game going on that day, and a bunch of Chile fans showed up. Everyone was all decked out. There were dudes in face paint. And
Chile and Portugal played yesterday, right? Or
no, yesterday was Portugal and Spain.
Portugal and Spain.
Is your heart broken, Gus?
No. I mean,
Jeff was concerned about you when we were watching the. He was. I don't know. I think we watched it. Was it Portugal and Mexico? Wait, what
no,
did
it
you
was
play?
Argentina and Mexico.
Argentina and Mexico. Yeah, he kept looking at the score and he was feeling really bad for you.
It sucked. It was rough. But I expected that Argentina would win. They've got a good team. I hate Argentina, but they've got a good team.
And they've got the refs on their side too.
Yeah, true.
Oh, thanks for the comic, by the way, Griffin. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, we tried to keep it a secret, but I almost blew it the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I mean, not like it matters, but
it's okay.
Yeah,
I forgive you.
Well, I'm desperate for content. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Speaking of that restaurant, they also have cute waiters. So anyone coming to Texas looking for some cute waiters,
Nice. I'll keep that in
They
mind.
go to Tacoba on East 7th Street.
yeah.
Hey, you know what's going on next weekend?
What, 4th of July?
No,
it's this weekend.
That's this weekend. Next weekend up in Denver, there's an RVBCO.
There is?
Yeah, there's like a Colorado group doing a meetup.
Huh.
I happened to and a banner ad popped up one time. And I was like, oh, look at that, and I was like, oh, it's next weekend.
Oh, that's weird.
So, anybody want to go to Denver next weekend?
No.
I actually would love to go to Colorado. I've never
No.
been. I've been through it, but I really don't count that.
Yeah, I looked up round trip tickets are about $300 right now. So you'll be gone though, won't you?
You could drive there though. Like how
Oh, fuck that.
It's far.
is it?
No.
It's a long drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, and just living, the problem with living in the middle of Texas, if you can't, road trips suck. Like, it takes a full day just to get out of Texas.
Yeah.
And there's nothing outside of, like, this little area.
No.
Like, it's just, like, wide expanse of nothing.
Yeah, and then, like, once you do leave Texas, where are you going to go? Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Right.
Arkansas?
New Mexico.
We're surrounded by the shit states. I guess New Mexico is the only cool one, or kind of cool one. I like New Mexico.
But even New Mexico, isn't it pretty sparse except for, like, Santa Fe and Albuquerque? Yeah.
You go to Roswell and Alamogordo.
There you go.
Well, and I really would love to take a road trip because I'd like to go back to Tucson. Before I moved to Texas, I lived in Tucson for a while. And when I was with my ex, like, we hated it, but I think a lot of that was if you're with somebody who's not wanting to be adventurous, and especially if you're in a relationship, sometimes you get stuck in the house a lot. So I was just starting to enjoy it. I lived there for 4 months. I was just starting to get into it, and then we moved to Texas. And obviously, I'm much happier here. But I'd like to go back with Jeff because he's fun to be with and fun to travel with, and I think that I would really enjoy it. But now we can't go to Arizona because of all the bullshit there.
Yeah.
We're not going to support the state.
Is that Heart Attack Grill place? Is that in
Oh, yeah.
Tucson or is that in Phoenix?
I want to say it's Phoenix.
Oh, that sucks.
I know Flash from the site has gone there a few times.
Yeah, Flash 2000. I've seen pictures that he posts.
Let's see here. heartattackgrill.com.
And the whole premise, if people don't know about this place, it's like a place that serves super unhealthy foods in like super large portions.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah.
the waitresses are dressed up like nurses.
Isn't that just like America?
And they
I don't know.
sell cigarettes there. It's in Chandler, Arizona. Here, I'm going to show you this burger, Griffin,
Okay.
and I want to see your reaction to it. It's called the quadruple bypass burger.
Oh my god! You can't even put your mouth over that. It's like no one could even eat that. You'd have to make it into 3 burgers.
No, even better. You can put it in a blender and drink it.
Yeah.
You can actually. Is that like an option, or is that just
I
your
wish
idea?
I wish that was. That'd be awesome.
You have to get a really intense straw.
Good God. And they have flatliner fries, which are... this looks terrible and awesome.
I had some really good fries at Frank the other day. They were like seasoned with some kind of hot spice, that was sprinkled over them, and then they came with like a side of buffalo sauce with blue cheese in it. It was really, really fucking good.
It does sound good.
Yeah, it was the kind of spicy that builds up over time. Like you eat a couple, you're like, oh, this isn't bad. Then you eat 10, and your mouth's on fire.
Sometimes it's better to keep going with it though. Like I've noticed, like if you slow down and stop, like actually eating more spice, like it affects you more. Have you noticed that?
Yeah,
That
totally. Plus, also, it's like, why would you want the burn to go away if you're just going to bring it back? You know, once you've got that burn, just fucking ride it out.
Yeah, it's like jumping into cold water in the summertime. If you get out and dry off, getting back in is so much harder. Mm-hmm. No, I agree with you.
I like the way you think.
I heard a little, not gossip, but do you guys want to hear some?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, this is about you, actually.
No, I don't want to hear it.
Yes!
Since you brought up the burger thing,
No,
and
I
I
don't
see
wanna
that
hear
you're
it.
tempted. Jeff is, you guys went to E3 together and had a few guys together. And
Of course it comes from Jeff. Of course.
Jeff's not even here.
Yeah.
I'm representing.
His evil hand reaches across the country.
Well, so he said that he took you guys went to several restaurants, and it was hard. Like he couldn't get you to go any place that wasn't either a steak place or a burger place. And then
Not even try to.
And yeah, well, I believe you because Jeff is not.
I want to interject and say I'm glad Jeff had to experience that because I had to experience that for years with Jeff and his pickiness.
No, and he's like he told me recently because he went and got Ethiopian food with me, and this place across the interstate called Astor's. What is it?
Astor's Ethiopian Grill.
Oh yeah, okay. So I've been wanting to go there for years, and we've lived in the house for like 5 years, and it's right across the interstate from us. And I've been begging, and like finally we drove around for like an hour. Every place was closed on Sunday, and he was like, "Fine, we'll go there." And he loved it. And he like on the way home, he was like, "You know what? I don't want to be the problem anymore. Like I've been ruining everyone's experience for years. Like I'm always the jerk. I don't want to be the jerk of the group anymore." And so he decided that you're the new jerk of the group.
Oh, okay.
And he said when he was out with you getting burgers and stuff that you wouldn't eat vegetable. You wouldn't even have lettuce. You wouldn't have any vegetable at all.
No.
Like the closest thing to a vegetable is a potato, and I consider that a starch, honestly.
Was the
Like,
closest thing to a vegetable a French fry, or was it an actual like proper potato?
I don't know, but you don't eat any vegetable?
No.
Hey, man, it's a free country. He can do
Yeah,
whatever
he
the
can
fuck
do
he
whatever he
wants.
No, I'm not. I'm obviously you can do whatever you want. Obviously.
I mean, if
I
he wants,
think I proved that.
If he wants to die of colon cancer in 15 years, I mean, that's his choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, that's the problem. We don't eat as many vegetables as we should either. We have this garden, and this year it's finally doing well because last summer we had like 105 degrees every day.
We have a little wet weather this year.
Yeah, and the garden's doing really well. So we have this pile of vegetables on the counter. We haven't eaten any of them. They're just like rotting. It's like we put all this time and energy into having a garden, and it's why do we have a garden? Like we don't eat any. I mean, tomatoes are like pretty much the only thing we've eaten, and some peppers.
I know. Jeff brought in a huge tub of tomatoes the other day, and I think they're all rotting in the fridge.
Oh, they're still here?
Yeah.
Gross.
Did you all ever pick? I planted those onions y'all gave me, a couple months ago. Did y'all ever pick those?
No, they died, and I think
Oh,
that
they did?
it got too hot. Like I think you have to plant them. I think they're like are they winter or early spring?
I think I need to pick mine.
Yeah.
I mean, I forgot about them.
How does that work?
Yeah, and we're thinking about actually going down to just one garden bed because we have several, and then doing the rest like flowers or something that we can actually appreciate. But we have a composter now and chickens. We were trying to do the whole self-sustain thing, but
Do y'all
we
have
just
a
love
straw
eating it.
hat and coveralls?
Okay,
yet?
I gotta go do some makeup,
Okay.
guys. See you
All
later.
right. Well,
Have
thanks
fun.
for stopping by.
Yeah.
Hey, your phone was ringing too earlier. I don't know if you want to grab that. Well, that was a nice little cameo appearance by Miss Griffin.
Good. Well, I'm.
She managed to walk in and somehow still embarrass me, and then walk out.
That's why she was out there like, oh man, I gotta hurry up and get in there before they finish.
Yeah, totally.
Gotta embarrass Jack.
Have you seen this new? What is it? The Elite costume that someone made.
Yeah, that thing's pretty cool. It's like
It's like 7 feet tall, and the dude can walk around in it. And it's got I don't know if the mandibles on its face move or something, but good God, man, people have too much time on their hands.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't. Yeah, I wonder if I'll see that guy at Comic-Con next month. You see some crazy costumes out there, but I've
Yeah.
never seen anything like that.
Yeah. Do they have like a costume ball at
No.
Comic-Con?
No.
They have those at or they had something like that at Comic-Con. I remember in that hall right near us.
They have a lot of stuff like that at other conventions. I don't know if they have that at
I
Comic-Con.
could have sworn they had something. I don't know. I'm not a big cosplayer, so
Yeah, me neither.
never had the urge to dress up like a cartoon character.
You know, this year at Comic-Con, we're going to be there again. We'll be in our same booth that we had last year. I think it's 1437.
On that corner.
Yeah, and we're going to be taking our new remastered DVDs there, which we've already plugged on the podcast
Yeah.
before. But
They're available in Best Buy
yeah,
now, right?
they are now available. They're shipping. They're also available in Best Buy.
Awesome.
You can check on BestBuy.com to see if it's at a store near you. It's backordered on their website.
Oh, that's great.
And we also are selling the complete movies on iTunes.
Oh,
So
are
you
we?
can buy like all of season 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 and get it like as one long file
Oh, that's
off
cool.
of iTunes. And I think it's also available on Zune. I think if you buy it on iTunes or Zune, it's $9.99. Or if
Okay.
you want, the box set, it's like $40.
Wait, so it's $10 a season?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But of course, that's none of the special features or commentary
Yeah.
or anything. But if you want, a quick, easy way to get it on the go. And
It's the new remastered version, right?
Right.
That's cool, man. I like that.
This is the part of the podcast where I pay the bills. I shill our merchandise.
Oh, do we have a sponsor yet? Are you still
No.
still
We
kicking around?
Red versus Blue.
No.
This is the Drunk Tank sponsor. So I'm trying to keep Red versus Blue as happy as possible. I'm going to take a picture. Hopefully, I can find one of our old box sets here in the office, and I'm going to take a picture comparing the size of
Okay.
the new box set and the old box set, just to show how much smaller it is now.
Yeah.
And I think it's got all the same content, and I think the new box set has
There's a new commentary.
there's a new 7th anniversary commentary, and I think that's the only new content on it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Other than, of course, it being remastered and
being
refilmed,
completely redone.
which took fucking 2 years.
God, I think when I started working up in the office last October, we were wrapping up season 4 or 3, and that was it. And I had my hand in a few shots.
Oh man, that went on forever. That's been a process that's been ongoing since the Buda office.
Jesus.
So I guess it's been longer than 2 years. I mean, that started like in early 07. It's been like 3 years in the making.
How long have you been in this office?
We came here in July 07, so it'll be 3 years next month.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 4 for some reason.
3.
Man.
I was looking through my. The other day I downloaded. I saw that Apple had a free trial of Aperture. You can download. And Aperture is like a more professional or prosumer version of iPhoto.
Yeah.
That lets you do like photo management and like basic photo editing, and it can detect your people's faces and organize everyone into groups and stuff. And so I did that. I let it run, and I found a bunch of pictures of us working in Bernie's spare bedroom. I guess like in the original Red versus Blue office. I should see if I can organize a few of those and post some of them online.
That'd be kind of cool.
It was I can't believe we worked in that tiny ass room for so long.
So you went spare bedroom, then Buda office.
Which was not essentially, it was a 1-bedroom apartment
Nice.
to here.
To here.
And then now we're moving to the other new office, hopefully in late July.
So you're going from a spare bedroom to a 7,000 square foot warehouse.
Yep.
That's a little bit of a move up in the world.
It took a few years.
Yeah.
It took 7 years to do that.
Man, the new office is coming along too.
Yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna.
I went by there. When was the last time you went out there?
It was like a week ago.
Okay, I went out yesterday morning, and it's looking nice, man. The stairs are going up. It's very exciting.
Hopefully, we've learned from all of our different offices, and hopefully we won't have any of the problems we have now. Hopefully we'll have a whole new set of problems to deal with at the new office. Like, there's some stuff I'm wondering about that I don't think other people have thought about yet. Like, where are we going to put the printers?
Yeah.
You know, where does the fax machine go? Like, so that people can use it effectively.
Probably your office, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Like, I don't want that. I got to find another place to stash it.
I think you've got the biggest solo office in the whole place. 'Cause
Yeah.
Jeff and I would be sharing a room, and then we've got that conference room next to us.
Yeah, my office is the biggest by far.
Yeah.
But
So
I'm kind of trying to justify that. I think we're going to build a little podcasting area in there.
I won't be happy until you come out just like covered in that printer ink stuff. every day you come out of there is covered in printer dust.
You know, we used to our printer here at the office used to be on Bernie's desk out in the main room when Bernie, you know, which is Monty's desk now. It used to be over there, and we read a story once. It was on Fark or Dig or something years ago that I guess like that microfine dust from the printer toner can get in your lungs and cause cancer. And then like Bernie and I were like reading it at the same time because we sat right next to each other. We both turned and looked at the printer because it started printing. And then you could see, like now that we knew about it, you could see like tons of like this dust just shooting out of it. And then like instantly that day we unplugged it and moved it like across the office from where we sat.
Nice. That's it. You could put the printer upstairs in the big open area.
Yeah, that's what I think. We just ran some new network cables up there into that open area, and I think that's where the fax machine and printer will most likely go.
Are we going to have any plugs or network outlets in that floor upstairs? Like in the middle area,
tons.
Like on the actual ground facing upward. Oh, that's cool.
That's because we're going to have like desks and stuff there. I think there's going to be 16 data ports right there in that center.
Oh, that's great.
If you go upstairs, you should see there should be holes cut in the floor.
Okay,
where it's going to go.
Yeah, I didn't go up there because those guys are working on the stairs and stuff. Yeah. Are we going to post any photos of construction online? I know people have been asking for it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Or should we wait until, like, maybe do one big thing, like sort of showing the progress?
I don't know. We'll see. If I have time today, maybe I'll post a picture or two.
It'll be a bonus feature on a DVD sometime. So
yeah, we should get down there and film it. I guess we only have a couple of photos.
Well, Matt put together a folder now where you can upload, or you can like anyone who takes photos or video, they can just dump it into a folder. It's on HAL. So
I'll check that out.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's neat to see the progress. I like literally like some of the first photos in there is like what it was the first time. I'd forgotten like that wall that's at your office that wasn't even connected.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Now it's completely gone and fixed, and
everything's
getting crazy. It's getting so big. Little babies growing up.
It's great. And then we hired, a company to go in and do all of our, data and phone cabling, and
we hired a company to do your job.
Yeah, thank God they did it so fast. It sucked doing this office. I can't imagine going down there and doing that 2-story giant building.
Yeah, I walked in one morning when the guy was working. There was I think 30 cables just dangling into your office, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, there should be, all told, coming into that closet, I think there should be 125.
Wow. Well, it's a good thing we have 10 employees.
Hey man, we learned. You got everyone wants, hardwire Ethernet connection.
We've got multiple. We've got 10 employees. We've got 6 bathrooms. and 125 network cables. That's perfect.
I want to replace my desk chair with a toilet. I don't ever want to have to get up. I think I'm going to put a fridge in my office because we have a serious problem with people stealing food out of the fridge here.
Oh, you're telling me, dude? Someone drank my beer.
So I think I'm going to put a little mini fridge with a lock in my office.
I think Jeff and I talked about doing something like that with the Achievement Hunter office.
You actually get a kegerator in your office.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. I'll help you price them out. I'm sure we can find some on Craigslist.
Yeah. They have them in fries, don't they?
Oh, yeah, you're right. They do.
Yeah.
You should totally get one of those.
Or we can just make one.
I'll pitch in, man. I'll pitch in if y'all want to pull some money together for that.
Yeah, we could do that. I think we're getting office budgets, right, to fix up our rooms.
Yeah.
So we can totally make that happen.
But yeah, I already made my first decorating purchase. I'm not going to talk about it too much.
Oh, really?
Once it's in the office, I'll take a picture and post it.
Actually, I saw something on online. It was a neat way to have like books that looked like they're floating up against your wall. It was like they had mounted a book that was like the base book, and then everything else was just stacked on top of it. So it was like a bookshelf made of a book. I think we might do something similar to that with Xbox games.
Okay, I was going to say books.
No, but actually use that and have this. Looks like it's like floating games. It'd be kind of cool.
No, that would be real cool.
So
you have your personal library.
Yeah. Make it look a little fancy. All right, so we should talk about what you got there, because I've been looking at this from across the way for the past half hour.
Are you going to sign up for this Hulu Plus?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't need it. I've got cable. If I didn't have cable, I probably would. But
would you disconnect your cable and get Hulu Plus instead for $10 a month?
No.
What is it that you watch on cable that you couldn't do without?
I graze on cable, where I'll just be flipping to channels, like, oh yeah, look, halfway through an episode of Scrubs, sure, I'll watch that. And, you know, like, oh, Futurama's on, okay. You know, you just don't think about it. Hulu, it's a little bit more like, okay, I want to watch this show, and it's like, all right, and it's not, you can't flip through channels, you can't stumble onto something.
That was the hardest part about when I finally disconnected my cables, what you're talking about there. You know, going from 500 channels you can flip through to having 6 channels you could flip through. I mean, so yeah, I'll still flip around, but I find that I do other things besides watch TV now a lot more. Like, I'll play more games, or I'll, you know, do stuff around my house a lot more. But I think I'm going to get it. Yeah. I wish it was $5 a month. For $10 a month, I'm not sure if that's the right price point. But I'm willing to try it out, especially if I can use like one account. I'm assuming they'll let me do it on my iPad, my iPhone, and, you know, my Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't move around.
They haven't said anything about that yet, right?
Right. Like, I don't want it to be like locked. Like, oh, you have one account, you can tie it to one device. Yeah. I assume they wouldn't do anything that stupid.
I would hope not. But it's not coming to Xbox till 2011, right?
Right. Well, yeah, it's supposed to be on the PlayStation in July, and then Xbox in early 2011.
I wonder if Sony had some agreement with them, or I wonder if it's just, you know, software based. If they don't have or if they haven't just designed it yet.
Well, what I heard was that the Xbox version of it is going to be different, like a more enriched experience. Like, it's going to involve Kinect, and it's going to be a totally separate experience. Like, I like watching for example, I like watching Netflix on my 360 way more than I do on my PS3, just because the interface is better, and I feel like I can sort through stuff a lot more easily, and it's a lot faster.
Yeah.
So it might be something similar, where it's just a design issue, and they're still developing the way it's going to interact.
I guess so, man. But if I was Microsoft, I would, you know, use everything in my power to get that done fast. You know, don't let Sony jump you,
especially through a holiday season.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. If you're trying to sell the Xbox as, you know, an entertainment device, you'd want to have that, but
well, it's coming. I mean, it's just going to be a little delayed.
Yeah, we'll see. They still haven't announced the Kinect final price yet. I said in a podcast, a different podcast, not our podcast, but someone else's podcast, that Kinect would be $150, and everyone in the room laughed at me.
No, that's the rule. That's the rumor.
That's the rumor, and I'm a lot closer. Everyone's like, "Oh, it'll be like $50. It'll be like maybe 100's the most," and I'm like, "No, it's going to be like 200 or 150."
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and I'll be damned.
That's a little pricey. I don't know if I want to buy it. I don't know if I'd buy it right away at that price point. Like, because I don't want to play the games. I'm only interested in like the core functionality, like signing in and like watching movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, getting rid of my remote. I think a lot of people have trouble with managing, you know, multiple remotes and devices and things. I have a Logitech Harmony, which is like the greatest thing. Do you have one of these?
Yeah, I have 2 of them, actually.
It's the greatest fucking remote in the world.
You have the 550?
I have the 880, which is an older model from like 4 or 5 years. Or actually, it's like 3 or 4 years old now. And, you know, it controls all of my devices. It has like macros that turn everything on, sets the inputs correctly. It's, and I don't even know where any of my other remotes are anymore.
It's funny, actually, when I was unpacking my stuff, I'm missing one of my Harmonies. But my new TV I figured out that there's something really, really cool that I didn't know you could do. So I plug my Xbox, my TiVo into my TV through HDMI, and then I've got an optical audio cable going from my TV. It's like optical out from my TV into my receiver, and it feeds 5.1 audio through my TV into my receiver. So I never have to switch my input on my receiver. It's always just on, and then it just automatically feeds to that optical cable.
Oh man, I can't believe that works.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like whatever input my TV is on, that's the audio it feeds through.
I have almost the exact. I have the exact same setup. I have HDMI devices going into my TV, and then optical audio coming out to my receiver.
Yeah.
But for some reason, my TV will only output 2 channels over that optical audio to my receiver, so I can't get 5.1. So my Xbox is plugged in, you know, via optical audio directly to my receiver.
Yeah.
And I think so I had to make a compromise. My PlayStation 3 is plugged in via HDMI, so I only get 2 channels of sound from my PlayStation 3.
But it's so convenient now that I literally, the only remote I use the TiVo Peanut remote. That's super simple one, and that's all I use. It has a power button that turns on my receiver and my TV, and that's it. And then I can just switch inputs via that remote, and that's it. And then I've got my Harmony. I've actually got a Harmony in my bedroom for my big TV, or my bedroom TV. So
why, you know, I love the Harmony. It's great. My problem with the Harmony is that my problem with the Harmony is the PlayStation 3, and it's not their fault. The PlayStation 3 doesn't have an IR receiver. It has to be Bluetooth.
Bluetooth, yeah.
So if you want to use my Harmony with it, you have to buy like an IR receiver that converts it, you know, for the PlayStation. But, you know, that has me thinking, like, you know, the PlayStation you can control with the Bluetooth remote. Why can't you do that? I think you're going to see that start happen with more devices where you're going to have Bluetooth remotes, and then they'll transition to having apps on your phone that'll allow you to control items. Because if I could control it all on my phone, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I always have that in my pocket anyway.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, I guess.
I mean, there is already some stuff. Like, you can control some...
There's like a DVD thing.
Right,
Or no, a Blu-ray thing.
Yeah, you can control some Blu-ray movies on the PlayStation 3 with an app on your remote.
On your iPhone.
Sorry, on your iPhone.
Your iPhone remote.
You know what I meant.
I know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm just talking from the future, that's all. It hasn't been invented here yet in this time.
But it is something's very cool about having everything set up through just one remote. And then I go to my parents' house, and did I tell you about my parents not having color on their TV?
What?
So I came home one day after I was moving stuff from my parents' house to my house, and I walk in, and my parents are watching Harry Potter on DVD, and immediately I'm like, "You don't have red." Like, what? You have no red on your DVD player.
They had the audio?
It was a component out, and they had the red audio and video swapped.
So they only had one channel of audio, and they were missing red.
On like this nice TV, this like 1080p TV, they're like just watching blue and green.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what? You don't see that this is wrong? Like, what? What's wrong with it? And then I fixed it, and they're like, oh, that's much better.
Yeah.
How do you miss that? Or every time I see them watching TV, they're always watching the standard def channels. I'm like, do you have this channel in high def?
Yeah.
Why are you not watching this in high def? Well, I don't know what number that is. Yeah. It's 1511.
Yeah, one time, a few years ago, my stepdad got an Xbox 360 and a small HD TV to play it on. And I was visiting them, and I walked by, and I was like, "Oh, your Xbox is outputting standard definition onto that TV. You should fix that." It's like right away, it just popped and you can see it. But I guess if you're more accustomed.
I wonder at what point will we get old enough that we just won't notice stuff like that anymore.
Man,
do you think that'll ever happen?
I hope not.
Like, do you think we'll ever?
Is it? I don't know if it's a function of being like oblivious or not caring or.
Yeah, I think it's more oblivious, honestly. But do you think we'll ever hit a point as we get old, we're in our 80s, that we're not playing video games anymore?
My wife asks me that a lot, and I think she's always disappointed when I say I think I'm going to play video games till the day I die.
Me too, honestly. People are like, oh, well, old people don't play video games now. Old people weren't around when video games existed.
Yeah, but who knows? Like, video games may not exist anymore. Like, there may be some new form of entertainment, and so old people now still listen to the radio. That's what they did when they were young, for fun.
Yeah, they watch TV.
Yeah, we may be playing video games, and everyone else is, I don't know, hyperballing. Or God knows what the fuck they're going to do in the future.
Like, no, seriously, it was on a thing called a disc that you put into a drive.
Discs, man. God, that's good. I can't wait for that.
Those are gone in the next. I'll say now, discs are gone in the next update of systems.
It's possible. I think internet connectivity needs to get faster in the U.S. before we can totally get rid of it, because HD streaming looks great on my Xbox and on my TV until I put in a disc and compare it side by side. They're like, oh, that looks like crap. The disc is way better.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay.
We need more bandwidth and with lower latency in order to fully get rid of it.
But I was talking yesterday to somebody about this. It's like, for example, my Xbox got stolen. If I had all of my games attached to my profile, like I had to be signed in, or like sort of like Steam or like Battle.net. It's if I had that on my Xbox and my Xbox got stolen, change my password, boom, you have none of my games, and then I can sit down on a new machine,
and you still have all your saves and everything.
Have everything.
Yep.
That's why I love cloud-based, and I know you hate cloud-based computing, but man, that's so awesome.
Cloud-based computing has its uses. I do hate it, but I hate like enterprise use of it. I hate people
like email and stuff.
Yeah, relying on it for like core business functionality. Fuck it. I use Steam. My Torchlight saves in the cloud. I don't even think about it twice.
Yeah.
But if I'm running a company, I don't want my email out in the cloud. I don't want, I want, it on a local private network or my local server. It's just a matter of people, not having the right priorities, I guess.
Yeah.
We're not fully thinking that stuff through.
I got to say, though, being able to sit down at any machine, anything connected to the internet and being able to get to your mail is pretty cool.
Yeah. I like I had a similar experience with Torchlight on Steam. I play it on my laptop all the time. I fired it up on my computer here at work once, and my game downloaded. My save was there. No problem.
That's great.
So Counter-Strike just came out on Steam the other day.
Oh, yeah. Team Fortress 2 just, they had a deal, right?
Yeah, there was you could buy the entire Valve pack for pretty cheap.
Really?
I think they had a Square Enix pack, or was it an Eidos pack? One of them last week, and you could buy every game they had for $75.
Every Tomb Raider game ever.
Yeah. I think it had Batman Arkham Asylum too. Yeah, it must have been Eidos then.
Okay. I have not downloaded Steam yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man,
I probably should.
you're missing out.
Dude, I mentioned in this most recent AWU, I mentioned that APB is PC only. And I was like, well, that kind of sucks because I'm a Mac guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I caught so much shit in the comments for being a Mac guy. And it's like, everyone at this office is a Mac guy.
Yeah.
It's like Red vs. Blue is made entirely on Macs.
It's a film and video production
Yeah.
company. Of course, it's going to be all Mac.
Exactly. It's like people like, they're still like, oh, PCs are the best. It's like, not for what we do, man.
No.
I mean, this podcast is made on a Mac. The only PCs in this office are Monty's, right?
Yeah.
And we're doing our damns to get him off those.
God, I'm trying to get him upgraded from Windows XP. He loves Windows XP, man. He will not put it away. He'll not put it down.
Let's boot camp him. And then that'll start the process.
No, but fuck, dude. Windows XP support's over. That's end of life. I got to get him off of that.
Yeah.
No one's going to be, putting drivers or updates anymore.
No.
It's dead. But I'm sure he's happy with it like that.
I guess so, man. That says something.
He's very tied to like his keyboard. Like he has a very specific workflow. And at first, when he started here, I didn't understand it. I wanted to upgrade him to a newer version of Windows, but like seeing him work now, I understand why he is the way he is. He has a very, very, and he's very efficient at it. You got to give him that.
Yeah.
That's why I will not. I don't push up OS upgrades on him anymore.
Yeah.
Because he knows what he's doing and he is down with it. But Windows XP has no more support, so he needs to do something.
Right.
So Monty, I know I don't see you very often at the office because you work nights and I work days, but we're gonna have to talk sometime soon.
Is this
about upgrading your computer?
Is this how we're going to communicate with
Yeah,
Monty?
this is how I talk to Monty now. Also, Monty, we need to talk about booking your Comic-Con travel arrangements. So
Yeah. Oh,
please.
Monty's going to Comic-Con?
Yeah, well, we need to figure that out.
Yeah, possibly.
Possibly.
Man.
But yeah. So we'll see.
Man, we got some exciting stuff lined up for PAX. I won't say what it is, but we got some cool stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Very, very excited about that.
It's,
PAX is going to be huge for us this year.
It's our big travel season, I guess, the summer. Comic-Con and PAX.
How many people are going to be going to PAX? Like almost all of us, right?
I don't know. I don't know. That's like Comic-Con's all that I see right now in front of me.
That's September. So that's too many months away.
Yeah, I can't think about PAX yet.
Do we have rooms booked for PAX yet?
No.
We don't have any reserved or anything?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
We'll be fine.
We've got mad connections.
Yeah. Well, we there's a lot of hotels in downtown.
That's true.
I think last year I waited till like 3 weeks before PAX and booked us. That's why we had to walk a bit. It kind of sucked.
Okay.
We were a little further away, but
That was a nice hotel, though.
yeah, it was really nice. But hopefully, we'll either stay there or we're set. We'll be fine.
It's not like Comic-Con, though. Like Comic-Con, it seems like there's like 6 hotels, main hotels right there near the convention center, and everything else is real far away, right?
Mm-hmm. Comic-Con, I think I booked last October.
Jesus
It's like,
Christ.
you got to book them so far in advance.
And even then, you guys aren't really within walking distance,
Yeah,
are
it
you?
sucked. We kind of got shafted. Like I booked the way it normally works. Like with Comic-Con, they have if you're an exhibitor, they have like a pool of hotels that you apply for, and then they give you a hotel assignment. And our hotel assignment sucks this year. But normally, what I do at the same time is back in October, I'll book my own rooms. At a hotel that I want to stay at, that I want us to stay at, like real close to the convention center. And then if our deal's better, I'll stay with it. If Comic-Con's deal's better, I'll go with them. And this year Comic-Con's deal was better, so
Price-wise, it was better.
right. So we end up walking a bit.
Yeah. The hotel we were at last year was... the hotel you were at last year. That's right. I slept on a floor.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
shit. It was
I slept on 2 different floors at Comic-Con.
we were at the Hyatt last year, which was good. The year before we were at the Marriott, and there's like the 2 hotels like right next door to the convention center. But we used to stay at the Embassy Suites, which is several blocks down the street.
Jesus.
It was great because the rooms were huge, and back then we used to take the armor out there all the time. So it was great to have a place to store the armor. Plus, there was like a couch that folded out into a bed. You could put tons of people in the room.
Yeah, nice. No, I literally slept on a floor at the Holiday Inn, and then I slept on Jeff's floor where you guys were staying.
Nice.
But you didn't pay for me.
No, I
because I was living in LA. I took the train down. That was one of the coolest experiences ever, man. Taking the train down the coast to San Diego from Los Angeles. On the way back from, I literally I booked my ticket to go to LA 20 minutes before the train showed up.
That's great.
I just walked up, got my ticket, and I got on.
I wish it could be like that flying.
Oh, dude, it'll be great. But on the train ride back up, it's like over the ocean. This was like midday. This was a really beautiful day.
Uh-huh.
And I'm looking out at the ocean, and I'm like, hey, those are dolphins.
Nice.
Like I saw dolphins jumping in the ocean from the train.
Nice.
That was definitely one of those like California moments. I was like, this is pretty cool. So you don't get that in Texas.
No,
not a whole lot of dolphins.
There's no dolphins.
No, just oil covered pelicans.
Tar dolphins.
Tarfins.
I wanted to give a quick shout out here. I know I've been meaning to bring this up the past few podcasts, and I keep forgetting. I guess Count 3D from our website started up a Drunk Tank RT
Oh yeah,
Twitter feed. that talks about drunk tank stuff and Rooster Teeth stuff in general.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's pretty cool. People should check it out. He does a great job updating it.
Yeah.
I'll put him in the link dump.
That Count 3D, he's a premium member.
Yes, he's would do business again. A++.
How long has he been on the site? How long have you known him?
A long time. I think he signed up in early 05.
Was he PHBB days?
No, I think he was community site days.
Okay. Man.
All right, well, we need to wrap this up because
yeah, we should.
We're running long. Or the podcast is running a little short, but we're running late in the day because we got a late start, and we got to get this shit cut together.
I'm sure you're getting tired of looking at me.
Yeah. Well, I think we did okay. I mean, I don't want to... I haven't listened to the finished product yet, but I think you and I did okay.
I do all right.
Yeah.
See, I think when Jeff's not around, it's easier to talk to you without you yelling at me. It's like I think Jeff prods you.
Jeff is good at that.
That's like he'll say stuff that if I said it, I would get screamed at. But because it's Jeff, he's cool. It's all right. But
well, Jeff,
you've also got years of experience.
Yeah, I've known Jeff for a long time. I mean, I saw some pictures. Just going back to the pictures I had, I saw some pictures of Jeff from like 12 years ago. He looks like a totally different guy.
I remember looking at the bonus DVD when we were doing the remaster stuff, and I saw the video of you and Jeff doing the first dialogue ever of Red vs. Blue, and he had no sleeves. That was just really, really weird. It's like, whoa, it's non-tattooed Jeff.
I remember when he first got that like black band around his arm,
and
I was like, oh, there's no going back, getting a visible tattoo like that. Now he's just covered in them.
Yeah, no, he can't run for public office.
No.
All right, guys. Well, I had fun.
Yeah, let's go have some lunch.
All right, let's do it. Bye, guys.
Bye.